What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome to the UBL. It's going to be the draft analysis. This is going to be super fast, super short, sweet type thing. I currently have COVID, so I feel like I'm dying. I have very little voice, sore throat, so I'm just going to run through what I drafted so you guys know what to expect for upcoming. As of playing this, I've already played my one. However, that is all I have played. So, that will be up on, I don't know, I think APA goes Saturday. So either way, with this draft, I had 16th out of 16 picks. So I knew I wasn't going to get anything broken like I wanted. I knew I wasn't going to get Age Slash. I knew I wasn't going to get Dara Aura. I knew I wasn't going to get any of the broken stuff that I really wanted. So what I ended up doing, trying to just work with what came to me at the very, luckily my monkey core came to me. I wanted a lot of pivot in this team. I wanted a lot of not offensive pivoting, but I wanted just a lot of pivoting in general. The way that I wanted to start out was with Rillaboom. I've used it before. Love the Pokemon. Went to playoffs with it. It was absolutely phenomenal. I love this Pokemon. Super great Pokemon. I really like the fact that it gave me priority U-turn. It gave me a bulky grass. It gave me grassy terrain for recovery, which means that if rocks are up, my Pokemon that are going to be weak to rocks, because my offensive core that I wanted was going to be rocks, both of them. So I knew that I wouldn't only be able, there's a possibility of me being able to more because of Lefty, Wish Pass because of grassy terrain. That's kind of what I wanted. So Rillaboom gave me a lot of things that I wanted, and I wanted to pair it with G-Arm. And I wanted to pair it with G-Arm, one, because I've never used it before. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use as much of like the things that I haven't used recently. I'm trying to use as much of them now, because is like a chance that Gen 9 is coming out this year, and I want to just use up a lot of the things I haven't used yet in this. G-Darm is something that I haven't used, and I wanted to use it primarily because it just clicks a button and it really baits in the steals, which is super easy for me to deal. My next pick, as you can see, Cephalon. So I wanted to use that as kind of like my offensive pair. It also baits in the bulky water types, which is Rillaboom. I can just go ahead and click Banded Woodhammer, Grassy Glide, or something like that. And that's mainly what I wanted. Having a really good offensive pairing between these two and these two was the main goal. Because this also baits in the bulky steals that I can just turn out on and go into Blacephalon. It baits in the bulky grasses, which Blacephalon and Darmanitan. These three offensively are amazing. Now, since I've been talking about Blacephalon, I might as well just talk about it now. These three together is going to be my main offensive core that I wanted. I wanted to have a really good core of offense, and I think I got that with Blacephalon being able to be speed boosting or special attack boosting with a beast boost, and just being a nuke. It has like base 151 special attack, being able to break through anything. Even like Choice Specs Overheat to water types can still two-shot some bulky water types, especially after a Banded Icicle crash or something. I have a lot of really good variability is the word that I'm going to use. That's not the word. I'm sick and I can't. Diverse offensive options is what I'm going to go. I have a lot of diverse offensive options, like Banded, it can be Assault Vest, it can be Banded, it can be Scarfed, it can be Specs, it can be Scarfed, it can even be Banded if it wanted to, because I think it has like base 1 physical attack, which is really cool. And then I wanted to pair everything with Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini primarily because even though it has Misty Surge, I can also run it with Telepathy, meaning that I get Grassy Terrain recovery, so double lefties. It gives me a Defogger, which is highly important with my first 3. 2 of them are weak to rocks. It gives me a Stall Breaker. Taunt, it gives me a double setup option and Calm Mind and Iron Defense. Really good offensive, stall breaking, defensive. Like, it's just an all-around really good mon, and I haven't ever used it. I really wanted to give it a. So far, I've got 3 things that I've never really used, and I wanted to pair it with a bunch of things that I was super comfortable with. So with these next 5 picks, I'm super comfortable with all of them to an extent. Garbodor I really wanted because I wanted hazards on this team. As you can see, I don't have any hazards with my top tier picks, so I need to make sure I have good low tier hazards. And I pretty much dropped from like high tier to bottom tier because my mid tiers are stuff that I knew nobody would pick immediately. Like, I only wanted 2 of them, and I knew that nobody would pick because they're just really niche, and I have 2 terrains, so I knew nobody wasn't buying Burden Mon. So yeah, so I went with Garbodor. Works really well in grassy terrain because I am now not weak to Earthquake, which is gives me an aftermath user for things to be able to get off a lot of damage if people are pivoting around, but primarily gives me spikes and T-spikes, which is what I really want in my first few picks to have really good offense. So I really like that. Xatu I wanted to have because it has magic bounce, meaning that I don't even have to worry about defog. If I don't want to bring defog Finny, I can just slap on Xatu on the team and I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about literally anything else with hazards. I'm just good to go. And that's really what I wanted. Gives me another U-turner as well. Lantern I wanted. I took this suggestion from Aquarius and I'm super glad I did because I love Lantern. It's one of my favorite Pokemon to draft because it's really good at what it does. It's super fat. It's really good at volt switching because grounds don't want to switch in on Scald, meaning that it's most of the time a free volt switch every single time it comes in. Grassy terrain, you get extra leftovers recovery, meaning you can Assault Vest a little bit. It does make you weaker to grass moves, but you know, that is what, kind of like a double-edged sword that you just kind of have to deal with. And then I also really liked it because it has a really good cleric option in Heal Bell, which I currently do not have. I think Xatu might get it, but I don't think anything else on my team gets it. But I really like Heal Bell, and I really like the bulk options. And Xatu is going to be my Wish Passer this season, which is a very suboptimal Wish Passer, but I have Wish. And that's kind of all I really care about. So then we have Guzzlord. I needed a Dark type, needed a Dragon. I was going to go no Dragon, and I was going to go a different Dark type. But I remembered that this thing has stupid bulk, and I've seen it 6-0 people pretty much off lead. I've seen it live hits, like stupid hits that it shouldn't live, and then just break back. And that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted a 1-for-1 Mon, a Dark type that people couldn't just spam bulky psychic types with me with Calm Mind. They would have to run another offensive move, Guzzlord. That's really what I wanted. Really good coverage. It gets like Heavy Slam, it gets Knockoff, it gets Heat Crash. It's really good coverage, so I really like it as a Pokemon. And yeah, and then for my last 3 picks, I have the best Choice Scarf user in the entire game in Sandslash. It is my favorite Pokemon. It is my favorite ground type, actually. It's my favorite ground type. Absolutely love it. I used it way back in the day in PPL. What season was it? It was in Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire days, and I brought a Choice Scarf Sandslash, and it claimed like 5 kills. 4 kills maybe? Something like that. It was phenomenal. Great Pokemon. Gives me Spinner, gives me Rocks, gives me Spikes, gives me a knockoff user, gives me a really good Pokemon, and it is a ground type that does not require Earthquake access to, I believe, Drill Run, so that way I'm not weak to grassy terrain, which is what I really want. And then the last 2 Mons are kind of like just the glue to everything. I wanted another Ultra Beast because 3 Ultra Beasts, good meme. I really like having at least 1 meme on my team, like a good theme meme, like I did the double Reggies. I've done all legendaries before. I've gotten all 3 starters from one region before, so I like doing that sort of thing. Having 3 Ultra Beasts is pretty cool. I wanted a Steel type. I wanted a Steel type that could benefit from grassy terrain, and this thing does, meaning that I really only need to run Choppleberry on it. In grassy terrain, I don't really need to worry about Chookaberry. Gives me a really good sweeping option too in Trick Room, since a lot of people are probably going to be prepping for my faster Mons, like my Hitmonlee, like my Rillaboom, my Darm, and my Blacephalon. So if I set up a Trick Room and I have Gyro Ball, I can just go to town on that. And then Hitmonlee for Unburden. I have 2 terrains. I really wanted a fighting type. I really wanted something that could have priority. I really want something that could be a wall breaker of sorts. And with Reckless High Jump Kick, with Grassy Seed and Unburden, it can be a winner. I wanted a lot of really good options. And I think I got a really good team this season. I think it's something that I can definitely make playoffs with. A couple things I'm not super happy with. I'm not super happy with my Wish Pass. I wish I had a better one, but I don't really think that many left, so I can't really for that. But I'm super happy with this. I'm sorry that the graphics aren't really nice, but I feel like crap. So I'm actually going to go back to bed, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like down below for me. Comment what your favorite member of my team is, and I will see you guys in the next video.